Hello and welcome. In this video, we will discuss the purpose of using a clause in SQL statement. After watching this video, you will be able to describe the various clauses used in SQL to retrieve data based on filtering. A database consists of various records. If so, how will you quickly search a particular record? How will you sort the data based on your requirements? How will you group the retrieved data? To perform all such operations, you can use clauses in SQL statement, which will sort or filter data returned by a query. There are various clauses available in SQL. The most commonly used clauses in SQL statements are where, like, order by, group by, and having. Now let us look at each one of them. The where clause is the most popularly used clause in SQL. It is used to specify a condition while retrieving the data from a table. The where clause is mostly used with select, update, and delete statement. The where clause allows you to select the rows based on a Boolean expression. If condition specified by where clause is true, only then the result from a table is returned. Now let us see the syntax for using the where clause in select statement. Consider a student table shown on screen. Now we will try to retrieve the data based on a specified condition by adding where clause to the select statement. By running this query, it will retrieve only the record with student ID 1002. Now let us see the syntax for using where clause in update statement. Suppose a student has moved from one city to another. So how do you make changes to the student table without deleting the student record? Do you think it's possible? Yes, it is possible by using an update statement along with where clause. Now let us try to update the student table using where condition. By running the query shown on screen, it will update the city name to Bloemfontein for student ID 1003. Now let us see how to delete a particular student record without deleting other records in a student table. The syntax for using where clause in delete statement is. Now we will try to delete particular student record using where condition. By running the query shown on screen, it will delete the student record for student ID 1004. The like clause is used to compare data with an expression using wildcard operators. So how do you think it is useful? There may be situations where you want to retrieve specific data in a large database. So how do you quickly search for the record? It is as simple as we search for some particular document in our system. Yes, by just typing first 2 or 3 characters on the search tab. The system matches and displays all the possibilities of the document you are searching for. The like clause in SQL operates the same way. It retrieves similar data from a table by specifying a pattern along with the where clause. Like clause uses 2 wildcard operators, % and _where. % sign represents 0, 1 or more than 1 character. Underscore sign represents only 1 character. Now let us see the syntax for using like clause in select statement. Consider a student table shown on screen. Now we will try to retrieve student names starting with character A. By running the query shown on screen, it will retrieve the student names starting with character A. Let us see another example where we will try to retrieve student names which contain A as second character. By running the query shown on screen, it will return all records from student table where student name contains A as second character. Now let us see how to retrieve student names ending with character X. By running the query shown on screen, it will return all records from student table where student name contains X as last character. Order by. The order by clause is used for arranging data in a sorted order. By default, the retrieved records are sorted in an ascending order. To sort the records in a descending order, you need to use the DESC keyword. The syntax for order by clause using select statement is shown on screen. Consider a student table shown on screen. Now we will try to sort the student table based on city names. By running the query shown on screen, it will sort the city names in ascending order. Now we will try to sort the student table in descending order based on city names. By running the query shown on screen, it will sort the city names in descending order. The group by clause is used to group the results of a select query based on one or more columns. The group by clause is also used in conjunction with the aggregate functions to group the result set by one or more columns. The group by clause follows the where clause in a select statement and precedes the order by clause. The syntax for group by clause using select statement is shown on screen. Consider a student table shown on screen. Let us retrieve the students who are aged above 18. By running the query shown on screen, it will retrieve the student records who are above 18 years of age and are grouped by city names. The having clause enables you to specify conditions that filter the results of a group by clause in a select expression. The having clause was added to SQL because the where keyword could not be used with aggregate functions. The syntax for having clause using select statement is shown on screen. Consider a student table shown on screen. Now we will try to retrieve the marks of the students who have scored more than 750. By running this query, it will retrieve the marks of students who have scored more than 750. Now let us do a quick recap of this video. Clauses are used to filter data returned by a query. Various clauses like where, order by, group by, like, and having can be used in SQL statement to filter the data. Thank you for watching this video.